Hey there. As our parents get older, a lot of us start to think more and more about their finances. It's really all about making sure they have peace of mind for the long haul. And today, we're going to break down one really powerful tool that can help make that a reality.
So, it really all comes down to this one big question, right? How can you actually help your parents feel truly secure in their retirement? It's all about shifting from a place of worry to a place of confidence and stability. And that's exactly what we're going to explore.
Okay, here's our game plan. First, we're going to cover what an annuity even is. Then, we'll dive into how they tackle some of the biggest problems in retirement. We'll absolutely address that #1 question people have. What happens if they pass away early? After that, we'll walk through a super practical shopper's checklist. And finally, I'll show you how we can help you put it all together.
All right, first things first. What is this tool that we hear so much about when it comes to retirement? Let's get a really simple, clear definition.
At its absolute core, an annuity is just a contract with an insurance company. It's pretty straightforward. You give them a lump sum from savings, and in return, they promise to pay out a steady, predictable stream of income. And that income can last for a set number of years, or, and this is the really powerful part, for the rest of their life.
I think this is the best way to think about it. You're basically taking a nest egg, a chunk of savings, and you're transforming it into a personal, guaranteed paycheck. It's a paycheck that they can count on month in and month out, which creates a ton of simplicity and predictability. Now, of course, annuity isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. There are a few different flavors designed for different goals. You've got immediate annuities that start paying out right away, deferred annuities that grow for a while first, and even specialized ones for things like long-term care. The main thing to know is that there's a type of annuity built to help with just about any major retirement concern.
So that's the what, but how does this actually help with real-world problems? The stuff that keeps retirees and their kids up at night. Let's look at how this idea becomes a real solution.
This is the big one. The absolute #1 fear for most people heading into retirement is outliving their money. It's a huge source of stress. Well, an annuity solution is rock solid because it's a contract. That income is guaranteed to show up no matter what the stock market is doing. It creates a floor, a foundation of security that they can't outlive.
And the other major worry? The absolutely staggering cost of long-term care. This is where those specialized long-term care annuities are a game changer. They're basically hybrid products designed to leverage the money you put in, often doubling or even tripling its value specifically to pay for those kinds of care costs. It creates a dedicated bucket of money just when it's needed most.
Okay, now for the elephant in the room. This is the question we hear all the time. What happens to the money if my parents pass away sooner than we expect? Does the insurance company just keep it all? It's a totally valid question, and let's clear up that big misconception right now.
Here's the truth of it. The idea that the money just vanishes is almost never how it works anymore. As this says right here, it all comes down to the payout structure that you and your parents choose right at the very beginning. You are in the driver's seat on this one. So, you've got options specifically designed to protect that money for your family. For example, a life with refund option does exactly what it sounds like. Any of the original premium that hasn't been paid out gets refunded to the beneficiaries. Simple as that. Or, another popular one is period certain. It guarantees payments for a set time, say 20 years. If your parents pass away in year 10, the family gets the other 10 years of payments. These features are there to make sure that value isn't lost.
Okay, so now that we get the what and the why, let's get really practical. If you're looking into this for your parents, what are the key things you need to check off your list? Here's a simple guide to being a smart shopper.
First, company strength is non-negotiable. Only look at companies with an A rating or better. Second, never put all their eggs in one basket. Make sure they have plenty of other accessible money for emergencies. Third, always choose one of those payout structures that protects beneficiaries. Fourth, look at the surrender period. For older parents, a shorter term is usually a much better fit. And finally, as a general rule, try to avoid putting more than about 60% of their liquid assets into an annuity. That just keeps them flexible.
Whew. Okay, we've covered a ton of ground, from what an annuity is to what to look for when you're shopping. But I know this can still feel like a lot. And the good news is, you absolutely do not have to figure this out alone. The next step is just getting clear, personalized guidance.
And that's really where we come in. At The Annuity Expert, our entire mission is to take the guesswork out of this process. We help families just like yours shop the entire market, compare the best options side by side, and make sure that whatever you choose truly fits your parents' specific situation. And, the best part is that our services are always 100% free to you.
There's never a charge for a consultation or for our help comparing quotes. So if you're ready to explore this more and get some clear answers for your parents, please give us a call at 770-755-1565. Or you can find us online at annuityexpertadvice.com. We're here and we're ready to help.